Okay, I think I'm live. Thank you for your patience. Let's see if this comes up. Okay, I think I'm live. Ooh, sorry. Thank you for your patience. Okay, yay. All right, I'm muting mine. Let's see if this comes. Okay. So I can see I can see the chat and I can see myself. Yay! Sorry. YouTube likes to constantly update things and change where things are sometimes. So sorry about that. Welcome everyone to our February 2020 Beginner Live Jam. Right before we started, I was like, I need some honey water. So this is something that I like to do sometimes to soothe my throat, is just to put a big scoop of honey in water and drink it. It's pretty hot right now, but some Hawaiian honey. Jenny, you just got an ad on this live stream? Oh, maybe that's why YouTube had it like an update. They were like updating the way that live streams do that. Sorry, I definitely don't like to put ads on on these videos. It doesn't make sense. Okay. All right, let me say hi to everyone. Welcome. Today we're going to work on the lesson for today is White Sandy Beach. But first we're going to warm up with some songs from the Ukulele 101 songbook, and then we will review how far I go from last month's lesson, and then we'll get to our lesson, which is an intro to fingerpicking for those of you who need. Okay, I see Chris and Ryan Desert from Seattle, Patty in Pleasanton, that makes it easy for me, the alliteration, Donna in Pacifica, Elen in Santa Rosa. How do I pronounce that, Elen? Is it Eileen? Elen? I'm making it French. Carol in Montana. Hello, Carol. Flying Diva in Florida. Joy and Joshua Tree. All right, more alliteration. Sandra and Haynes. John in England. Sherry in Southern Illinois. Will is early. Susan in Pennsylvania. Brianna, hello. Edgar in Pittsburgh. Robert in Sedona. Awesome. Richard in Indiana. Hi, Richard. Are you new? Is this your first time tuning in? Diana in California. Carrie in Key West. I like that, even though it's not the same letter, it's still alliteration. Thomas and Chico, Mimi in Northern California. Monica in NYC. Terry in North Carolina. Will, again. Will is recovering from surgery. I hope you're doing well, Will. Donald in Albuquerque. Doreen in Soaking Wet, North Carolina. Chipper, hello. Polly, hi. Liz, I see you. Randall in Boston. Patron for over a year, but first beginner jam. What a treat. Good for you. Jenny in NYC. Greg is local to me. Enjoying the nice warm weather today. It sounds terrible to say, but everyone in Hawaii has been talking about how cold it's been, because it's like been in like the low 70s. Like upper 60s, mostly low 70s. It's crazy, but it really feels cold. We're just, what you get used to. Jeff, hello. Kirsten. Holly, hello. Heidi. Janice. Erwin, hello. Dawn and Salem. Janice is asking about the outdoor ukulele. Cool. Melanie, hello. All right. So everyone get your Ukulele 101 songbooks out. I was thinking let's start with Leaving on a Jet Plane because we could do a little bit of finger picking. Well, we can warm it up with some strumming and then finger pick on it later. Graham in Brisbane. Okay. Cool. All right. I've never gotten a live video ad before. Yeah, sorry. That's so weird. Jan in Florida, I see you. Yeah, sorry y'all. I think probably for some reason now it's like defaulting to ads. That might be something that's they're incorporating. So I have to just check that. Cuz I had to essentially like not do what I usually do and create something new in order to make this happen today, and maybe that's what happened. And Brooke, awesome, yay, sisters, right? Sisters, yeah. Okay. And Joanne, okay, cool. Yes, Greg says brr in Hawaii, and Richard's third or fourth time. Great, good to see you. Okay, let's start with Leaving on a Jet Plane. In our Ukulele 101 songbook. Okay. So our chords are G, C, D, just warming up with nice easy chords. So let's just single strum the first, the chord. Why am I on the chorus already? Oh, I'm on 2 pages. Okay. Let's single strum the first verse and chorus just to warm up. Yeah? If there's anybody who's a super newbie, please let me know, just so that I can make sure to shout out special super newbie tips for y'all. Yeah? Okay. Leaving on a Jet Plane, page 14. Just single strum. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking. It's early morn. The taxi's waiting. He's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. Let's keep going on the chorus. It's the same progression, okay? So just getting used to making those transitions faster. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Okay, and so we're gonna go from these single strums. I like to just say any beginners who feel that maybe intimidated by what we're learning, or if we're in a jam situation, feels like there's too many chords going on, just pick some chords where you can just single strum, get used to the chords, build up that muscle memory, have these chords in your fingers so that then you can focus on the right hand. Once you get the left hand down, it's a lot easier to focus on the right hand. Doing both at once, it's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna add an island strum. An island strum is our down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Yep. So let's just do G and C back and forth. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Just warming it up. So for the purposes of this jam, we're going to just play it straight, right? Just down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. I have a tutorial on YouTube where I teach this with a bit of a swing. We go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So you can watch that tutorial to then work on the swing part of it and then work on the finger picking pattern that goes with it as well. You can go. But we'll leave that for after the jam because today we're going to focus on that intro to finger picking. Okay, let's keep going through the song, starting with verse 2, and we're going to add our island strum. Yeah? Ready? So we'll go, actually we'll play the progression first and then we'll sing it on verse 2. G, 2, 3, we go island strum. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 D. Okay, there's so many times. G, there's so many times I let you down. So many times I played around. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I'll think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll bring your wedding ring. Next page. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me close and never let me go. I'm making up words, 'cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. Let's keep going. Now the time has come to leave you one more time. Let me kiss you and close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the times I won't have to say. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. To our outro. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. And G to finish. All right. So that's one that you can start with just a simple strum or simple island strum and then build up to adding some finger picking to make it a little more interesting. And really you could do that with every song. So a lot of what I do is take the essence of a song, break it down to the fundamental chords, and try to give you an arrangement that you could play at a beginner level but still feels like the song. Yep. Okay. Let's see. What do I feel like? How about... Or what do you all feel like in terms of another warm-up? about just Three Little Birds? If you're more advanced, something that you can try to do with Three Little Birds is memorize it, is try to not look at the chords. And you know that this song only has C, F, and G. So you have, and really half of the song is C. So if you pick C, half of the time you're going to be right. And then if you know you're moving from C to something else, right? You basically are just choosing between F and G. So you can try to get the chord progression into your fingers, into your brain, just by partly by guessing, and then your brain going, oh, that doesn't sound right. So then we're going to try the other chord. Okay? So if you are more advanced player, try to play it without looking at the music. And then if you're more of a beginner, you can play it with just simple down strums. Yeah. But right now I'd like to do the backbeat strum, which is what we typically do on I'm Yours, but you want to think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So we're going to do that on the C. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Okay, just a little warm up here, right, to get our newbies on track and get us ready for the beginner live jam. Now we're gonna move to How Far I'll Go. This was definitely a stretch of a song for the beginners last month. So don't worry about a thing, because everything's gonna be all right. If you are a beginner and you're like looking at the song and you're like, wow, this is crazy, just play the single strum chords. Sorry, I have some probably cat hair in my eye. The first part of the song, like the main verse of the song, are all pretty beginner chords. So if you just do a single strum, then there's already a lot that you'll be able to do. Okay, but this is just a review of what we did last month. If you haven't watched the lesson yet, then just single strum the chords or just listen, and then you can review the lesson later. Okay? All right, working on How Far I'll Go. Ready? Here we go. We start with single strums. It's a lot of chords. We're not going to review the whole song now. You can watch it again, afterwards. But Just hang in there. Ready? All right, everybody, good luck. And I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I trek, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, though I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines on the sea, it's blinding, and no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? Key change. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. Okay, maybe we should have just done single strums for that song, but I know some of you are working on it, so. That was How Far I'll Go. Just a review of last month's beginner lesson, and that was super challenging for a beginner lesson, but I wanted to kick off the new year with this, ambitious song. But please don't be intimidated by it. We worked through the song in the lesson, and typically our beginner songs are gonna be like 3 or 4 chord songs, yeah? Susan, are those just eyes? Okay, if that was way over your head, then just erase it from your memory, and we're gonna start on our beginner lesson for February, which is White Sandy Beach by a gentleman named Willie Dan, which I did some research on this song to find out who Willie Dan was and if he made anything else. And what I learned was that Willie Dan was a fake name for a Vietnamese guy who had come to Oahu to play music, and then went home to Vietnam. People learned his song here, White Sandy Beach, including Is, and then Is essentially made the song really famous on his record, and nobody knew who Willie Dan was for many years. And then years later, he was like, oh, that's me, I wrote that song. Yep. Okay. Sorry guys, I know. I wanted to teach that song, and it's the first part of it is beginner friendly, but then it gets fast, yeah. It's a Disney song. Disney songs are hard. Okay, let's go to White Sandy Beach. Okay, so we have just 4 chords. Yeah. All right. Here we go. We have a G, which we've already reviewed. C. We have a C minor. Yeah, I like to just run through the chords for a new song. Just running through the chords at the top. C minor, I like to stack my fingers like this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but some people prefer to bar, and you can do that if you wish. Yeah, it's up to you. C minor. Yep. lastly, we have a D7. So we can play this. There's a chord called the Hawaiian D7, which is easier, but I definitely think you should learn bar chords if you haven't already learned bar chords. So to play a bar chord, you're going to take your index finger and lay it flat across the fret, okay? And then squeeze against your thumb in the back. Don't squeeze so hard that you hurt yourself, but you want to squeeze. Your goal is to use your finger to push all of the strings against the fretboard. Your fingers might not be strong enough for that in the beginning. It takes some time. So what I like to tell folks to do is stack this middle finger on top of the index finger so that you get some extra pressure, okay? So when you apply this bar, let's call this the bar, yeah? If you apply it correctly and all of the strings are flush against the fretboard, you should get clear sounding strings. What happens sometimes for beginners is they can't push hard enough, so it sounds like this. Right? Like some strings sound, some don't. So you can use this finger to kind of go in and figure out where essentially you have like gaps in your seal against the fretboard. Okay? So just work on making that bar nice and flush and get your hand used to that feeling of squeezing against the fretboard, right? If you took your hand away from the fretboard, you would feel your thumb pushing against the bar. Yeah. Okay? And then add your ring finger on the 3rd fret, A string, to complete your D7. Okay? I see Jim, welcome, and I see Mia. Okay. So D7 is a very, I would say, common chord, especially if you're playing in the key of G. So you want to get used to that bar. Okay, so let's single strum through the verse. Yeah, just that first verse. Especially if you haven't heard this song before, it's a very, I would say, on the island, when people hear this song, it just, like many songs in Hawaii, are about how much people love Hawaii. For good reason, okay? And, all right, single strumming through. Sing it if you know it. Yeah, just one strum for each chord that you see there, just to get used to it. It's a lot of G's right there, so it's nice and beginner friendly. Here we go. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand. Okay, second line. On a white, just one C. Add the couple fingers for C minor. Sandy beach. Now move to the G. Okay, now this is a difficult transition, right? You can move the 2 fingers first. We'll work on this later. And then move the index finger up to the E string of Hawaii. And now you're going to put your ring finger back down for the bar D7. Okay. And we go to that D7. Sometimes it's called like a turnaround chord. It's a chord, if you go from here and you go here, it makes the ear think, oh, something different is coming. So it draws the listener into the next phrase or verse, yeah? Okay, now let's go on. We were playing G, single strums. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. It's kind of hard to say Hawaii anymore. So yeah, in the Hawaiian language, the V's, the W's sometimes have a V sound, Hawaii. Of Hawaii, Hawaii. Yeah. So you might hear me saying it that way or singing it that way, and that's why I just Hawaii. The vowels are soft and individual, so it's ha, and then wa or va, and then Hawaii. You have that apostrophe, which is called an okina, and that's a glottal stop. So Hawaii, yeah. It takes a little getting used to, but say it however you like. You just might hear me saying it different ways, and it's not like my pronunciation is authentic or anything. But that's just a little bit of olelo Hawaiian language for you. Okay, so let's take a look at that C minor to G change. Right? So C, you go from the C, sorry, I'm like moving forward into this crouch so I can show you closer. C minor. Okay? Now, you want to look at your fingers and make this change as efficient as possible, right? What I like to do, what might not be great for newbies in the beginning, but is a good building tool, is to keep your ring finger firm. If you want, you can use your right hand to hold it there, and then move these other two fingers into place for the G. Okay? And so you could even just do a little finger exercise here where you go from the C minor, right? Keep the ring finger and then move these two fingers, right? This is all you do, left hand exercise. C minor, G, C minor, G, C minor, G. You see how simple a movement it is? This is what you want. You want it to be efficient and anchored. Yeah, so this ring finger helps to anchor you so that your hand doesn't go flying away. So what you don't want to happen, and what I often see people doing, is that they go from one chord, they kind of lift up their entire hand in order to put the other chord back down. And what you want to do is use as little movement, economy of movement as possible. Yeah, so going from C minor, moving these two fingers, and then you move the ring finger. Yep. So let's try that now with the strum. Okay, your C minor. Now you move these two fingers, and then move the ring finger up. Okay, now move it back. Move the ring finger first, right? And the whole time here, your thumb is on the back, helping you hold the neck in place. All right? You're applying pressure from your thumb to the fingers in the front. So if you were to take your hand away from the fretboard, you would be pinching your thumb against your fingers. Yep. Because that way, that's how you get pressure. Okay, so C minor, move the fingers, move the ring finger up, G, and just moving back for the sake of the practice, moving the ring finger down, two fingers over, C minor. Yeah, that's a simple exercise that you can do, and you can do that with any chord transition that's difficult for you. Sometimes, especially, when you're new and you're just excited about playing songs, you wind up, I guess, stumbling over the same mistakes over and over. And the way to really work through those stumbles is to slow them down so that every time you get there, you make it as smooth as you can. Yep. And it's really easy to sit in front of your TV and just move your fingers like this. Yeah. Yeah. Diana is saying, I'm anchoring with my index finger. Okay. Oh, okay. And you wind up doing a little slide. Okay. I like to say, whatever works for you. There are no rules in ukulele. So, yeah. Just make it smooth for yourself. Hi, Mary. I see you. Welcome. Okay. And then from the G, moving to the D7, right? Ring finger down. I would move the ring finger down first and then go to the bar. You could also go to the bar and then move the ring finger down. Whatever works better for you. It's just about finding efficient movement. Yeah? Okay. Let's try it one more time in time and just single strumming through the verse, and then we'll add the bridge. Okay? Ready? Great. Jeff says it's that transition breakdown helped to resolve his issue. That's great. Okay, single strumming from the top, and we'll try to keep in time. 2, 3. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii bar. Keep going back to G. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Now keep going bridge. We just go to the D7. The sound of the ocean. Okay, and now just lift up for the C. Soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Okay? You get it? He holds long for 2 measures because it's a long measure. Okay, let's keep going. We'll go through the whole song. Why not? It's good practice. Verse after the bridge, those hot long summer days. Here we go. Those hot long summer days, lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach to the G of Hawaii. Okay, another bridge. The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last verse. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun. This ending's just a little bit different. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach. Okay, then this is just a little bit of like vocalizing, but you can kind of interpret it in different ways. But this is I guess trying to be close to what Is did, and he just holds this of for a long time. Of we'll just go to the G. Hawaii. Without the full context of the song, it's kind of like, you know, it might feel like you're not sure where it's placed, but it's a little bit, I would say you can kind of hold the as long as you want, and then go to the G for the ending whenever you want, and hold that as long as you want. Yeah? Okay. Let's play through the verse and bridge actually, with just an island strum. So you can play the song like any song. You can play any song with a strum version before you get to a fingerpick version. Yeah, we're gonna learn a fingerpick version, but let's just do a strum version so that we can get used to the chords. Okay, so just an island strum, down, down, up, down, up. Right, we reviewed that. Okay, from the top, verse. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. D7, the sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me on the high. Okay, so you can play this with an island strum. This is more just to get the chord transition practice in our fingers without getting to the finger picking yet. Yeah, but it is really important to make sure that the left hand knows what it's doing before incorporating too much complication in the right hand. Mostly because the right hand, or how good the right hand sounds, is dependent on how accurately you hit the chords and the chord transitions, and how precisely. Yeah, those are kind of similar, but it's kind of like how well you are able to hold the chord. That's one, and then how quickly in time, how accurately in time you're able to move to the chord. Yep. So that's what you want to work on with chord transitions. Getting there in time, and then making sure you're applying the correct pressure to each string. Yep. Ken says, I also tried 2-2-2-3 stacking for the D7. You could do that. Yeah, like this. If you like that. You hear there was pinging in my pinky because I didn't hold it tight enough. Yeah. I can hold the bar tighter, but if you want to, I do sometimes do this as well, depending on the song. Okay. And Patty likes inversion C for the ending of Hawaii. Okay. Which inversion? Of Hawaii. You can tell me which inversion you meant. Okay, so let's look at our finger picking pattern. Yeah. So I say 1, 2, 3, 4, and in my finger picking notation, I'm indicating my fingers. So meaning the thumb is 1, the index 2, the middle finger 3, the ring finger 4, and you're gonna have one finger per string, G, C, E, A. The thumb goes kind of up and behind the G, yeah, and I'm playing a low G, right? But you want to make sure that you kind of really get some flesh on that string. If you're just kind of gently skimming the string, you're not going to get very much sound. So these strings are, made of fluorocarbon, or some people have nylon, or some people have these wound metal strings. Like, these strings are strong. You're meant to put tension on them, so don't be too gentle with them. Yeah, so make sure you have the G, you're coming from above the G, and then for the C, E, A, you're coming from below. And you make sure, again, you get some flesh on that string. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you're just going down the strings on the fretboard. Makes it nice and easy. Now see if you can, at with the 2, 3, 4 fingers be pulling up towards you. You can use the fretboard to help you kind of anchor, get placement. You can use this pinky against the body to keep your hand a little bit more stable. Okay. So if you are a beginner picker and you have a wimpy pick, then play more slowly and make sure you have nice amount of tension on each string. That's going to make the sound meatier. Yeah, if you're just kind of lightly touching the string, then you're going to have a wimpy pick sound. And it's not that you always want the pick to, to sound like you're like flicking a rubber band or something. You want just to have control of it. Okay. So that's how you achieve dynamics, is by having control of how much tension you put on those strings. Yep. So that's for my more advanced students out there. Yeah. But in the meantime, yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're just gonna play that in an even tempo. So let's try that on an even tempo. Yeah, we'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's try it on a G. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how's that going, y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let's go to our second line, because the first line is easy, it's all G, right? The second line, we have our C. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna play this 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern twice for each chord, which is what I wrote in my little key to strumming picking at the top of my chord chart. Yeah. So the C will play twice. Now C minor will play twice, and then to the G, and then to the bar D7. Okay? So because you are moving from one chord, right, and then you have to really be on the pick for the next chord, you have to move there quickly. Yeah, you want to teach your brain to start anticipating the chord that's coming next so that you don't miss that first movement. Yeah? Okay, let's play, and we can try to sing if we wish. We'll keep it nice and slow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand. See, on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Bar D7. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white C minor sandy beach. Okay, anticipate the G of Hawaii. Let's keep going while we're at it. The bar D7, the sound of the ocean. for the bar. So the sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Let's just keep going. We'll walk to the ending. Those hot, long summer days, lying there in the sun, sea on a white, sandy beach of Hawaii. Okay, well, let's walk through the ending so that we can then play the whole song together, okay? If that picking feels too fast for you, then slow it down even more. Your goal is to make it even. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, let's go to the last verse so that you can just hear the outro. We're gonna go over a few minutes because I started late also. So, yeah, we'll walk through this last verse and then we'll play the whole song so that you can come back and play along with this. Yeah. Okay. Also, I'm gonna make a video with some beach footage. Yeah, that's my goal. Okay, last verse. Here we go. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. To the sea we were there in the sun. Did I do too many? It's really hard to count this. Sorry. We were there in the sun. And then there's an extra C on a white to the minor sandy beach of Hawaii. I might simplify this for the final play along. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. And the last line, on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Or if you have a low G, it's fun to do a sweep from the highest string down. Yeah, I like to do that. Okay, let me know if you have any questions about that. I like this as a beginner finger picking song because it sounds actually quite full with just a simple 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need some honey water if you can hear it. So you can practice it quite slowly and still feel like it transports you to another place. I saw you in my dream. You know, you almost don't want it to be too fast, so that's why it's beginner friendly. And then it adds in a couple of difficult chord changes, you know, playing that bar chord. It's they're good ways to stretch a little bit without the song needing to be fast. Yeah. Okay, great. We're gonna run it from the top. Just a final playthrough. Yeah. I think for when I do a final play along, it will. I'll take out some of those extra chords because I think they're just a little bit confusing. But you can know that if you were to try to do it the way Iz does it, he adds these extra measures for emphasis, you know. We were there in the sun, just hanging out in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. Okay, anyway, let it transport you. That's what music is for. All right, here we go. All right, we'll keep it pretty slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pick it up just a hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. We'll just start on the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if this is too fast, just play the 1. Play the G. There you go. Let's sing it here. I saw you in my dream. We were walking hand in hand on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Those hot long summer days, lying there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. The sound of the ocean soothes my restless soul. The sound of the ocean rocks me all night long. Last night in my dream, I saw your face again. We were there in the sun on a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of Hawaii. On a white sandy beach of And Maggie had asked online before about anchoring with the pinky finger, that if you're picking and you're pushing really hard with the pinky finger, I think she was saying that she was getting some pain in the pinky finger. You can use this as a rest, but I think if it gets painful, it probably means that you're putting too much pressure on it. So you probably have to then like kind of make sure that you're using your arm and shoulder and the whole body to support your hand and your other fingers, and just lightly rest or even lift up and keep your hand lightly curled. I like to say like loose fist. Yeah. So things to work on. Yep. Jacqueline says newbie from Pittsburgh. Oh, great. Yay. And I see Maria. Hello. Okay, and Robert. Thank you. All right, so we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much for tuning in live. And remember, you can watch this lesson whenever you liked for practice. We'll have our live lesson next week. We had a very lively discussion in the comments of the vote this month, and I think we'll be moving to an alternating system where we get some different song categories maybe, or song genres, but I definitely want to get some new songs in there. And it actually probably makes sense to do new songs for the vote, and alternate some new and some classics for the vote, and then do some of these other songs like White Sandy Beach, a really lovely song that not many people know, but then are really good for teaching. They're really good instructional songs. I'll save those for the beginner jam and the intermediate jams. Yeah. Mary says, this is one of my favorite songs. Oh, awesome. Ginger says, peaceful end to the day. Yeah, that's so true. Yay. Okay. Yeah. Deb says, been waiting for the finger-picking lessons. Yeah, we'll work on some more beginner finger-picking patterns. And now you can go back to that leaving on a jet plane tutorial and use your finger-picking skills there. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Chris and Ryan, total fangirl. Thank you. I appreciate it. Joanne is telling Kirsten about the artichoke meetup. I think that's the Portland, Oregon Uke Squad. Very cool. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see what else is up. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out. This is exciting for me. I don't know if this is exciting for the rest of you, but I got a pop socket. This is just a prototype, but I had a feeling that maybe you guys would be interested in it. You know, it's like a phone stand, but it has my record cover on it. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I think it looks, yeah, there you go. It turned out pretty well, so excited to share that. Okay. Yay. Aparna and Johan. Oh, awesome. Hi, Johan. Johan is one of our young patrons. Okay. So, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. If you were celebrating, happy Valentine's Day. Yesterday was also Lincoln's birthday, so happy birthday to Lincoln. Anyway, Will says we will be having a Bloggermas at the LA Uke Squad next Sunday. That is amazing. I'm really impressed that that's happening. So, very cool. Abe and Lenny and I are working on a new album, and I'm in the studio a lot these days working on that album, and I am really, really, really excited to share it with you all. It's going to be amazing. Abe is, which I just told him this recently, is like one of the best musicians that I know personally. Like it, you know, he's one of the best musicians in the world probably, but he's definitely one of the top musicians. Both him and Lenny are really inspiring musicians, and it's been an awesome growth process for me to work with them, and it's super fun because they're like brothers to me. So yeah, and we're working with a producer here in Hawaii who was nominated for a Grammy this year. So it's really exciting. He's like definitely one of the top producers in Hawaii. So it's, yeah, just all these different ways of leveling up and feeling like I'm able to move forward in my own musical journey. So I'm excited to share more of that with you soon. Yeah? Cool. Yay! All right, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you online very soon. I'm trying to get some new videos posted for you, and get a play along for Crazy posted, because I know there was like a skip in it and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, so yep, lots more good stuff to come. So have fun practicing with this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Aloha. I saw you in